The city of Ur bustled with life. Its people bustled too. Traders hawked wares, children chased each other through crowded streets. Priests chanted in the great ziggurat. Ur was a city of commerce and culture. It was a beacon of civilization along the Euphrates River. Elara lived a simple life. She was a potter. Her days were spent shaping clay. She created bowls and plates. She also made jugs and cups. These simple objects brought her joy. They sustained her. Elara lived in a modest home. It was made of mud bricks. It was small, but it was hers. She shared her home with her cat, Luna. Luna was a comforting presence. She was Elara's companion in the quiet of the evening. Life was good for Elara, but she yearned for more. She wanted to make a difference. She wanted to leave her mark on the world. She just didn't know how. She was a simple potter. What could she do? The rain stopped. The once mighty Euphrates dwindled. Crops withered in the fields. The people of Ur grew desperate. Fear gripped their hearts. Elara saw the suffering. She saw the fear in the eyes of her neighbors. She felt it too. The drought threatened everything. It threatened her livelihood. It threatened her city. One night, Elara had a dream. She saw a great wall. It was covered in colorful images. The images told a story. They were a story of hope. They spoke of resilience. They whispered of a brighter future. Elara awoke with a start. Her heart raced. She knew what she had to do. She would create a mural. It would be a symbol of hope. It would remind her people of their strength. It would inspire them to persevere. Elara went to the elders. She told them of her dream. She shared her vision for a mural. She spoke with a passion that surprised even her. The elders listened patiently. They could see the fire in Elara's eyes. They felt her conviction. They agreed to help. They would provide her with a wall. They would also rally the people to support her. Elara was overjoyed. She had the support she needed. She had a purpose. She would pour her heart and soul into this project. She would create something truly special. Now the real work began. Elara needed a plan. She'd never created anything on this scale before. She needed to gather materials. She needed to refine her design. She needed to prepare herself for the monumental task ahead. Elara experimented with different clays. She needed a clay that would adhere to the wall. It also had to withstand the elements. She finally found the perfect blend. Next, she needed pigments. She experimented with crushed minerals. She also used charcoal and burnt bone. She created a vibrant palette of colors. She wanted her mural to be a celebration of life. She wanted it to be bursting with color. Elara sketched her designs on papyrus. She refined them over and over again. She wanted to capture the spirit of her dream. She wanted to convey hope and resilience. With her materials and designs ready, Elara felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. This was her dream, but it was also a huge responsibility. The weight of the city's hope rested on her shoulders. She took a deep breath and began. Section 5. The mural grows. Day after day, Elara worked tirelessly. Her hands moved with precision and grace. She applied the clay to the wall. She carefully sculpted it into shapes. She added layers of color. Her mural slowly came to life. Elara incorporated symbols of Ur's history. She depicted scenes of abundance. She included images of the gods. She wove a narrative of hope and perseverance. She wanted her people to remember their past. She also wanted them to believe in their future. The wall became Elara's canvas. It became a reflection of her soul. She poured all her love for her city into her work. She worked with a passion that inspired everyone who saw her. As the mural grew, so did the whispers. People would stop and watch Elara work. They would talk amongst themselves. Word of Elara's project spread throughout the city. Her mural was becoming a beacon of hope in a time of despair. Section 6. Whispers of Hope. The drought continued. The situation in Ur grew more dire. People were losing hope. They were starting to despair, but Elara continued to work. Her resolve never wavered. Word of Elara's mural spread beyond the city walls. Travelers carried tales of the potter and her message of hope. People from neighboring villages came to Ur. They came to see the mural for themselves. The mural became a symbol of resilience. It reminded people that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. It inspired them to keep going. It gave them the strength to face another day. Elara was no longer just a potter. She was a beacon of hope. Her mural was a testament to the power of one person to make a difference. She showed her people that even in the face of adversity, they could overcome any challenge. Section 7. A city gathers. The day of the unveiling arrived. The people of Ur gathered in front of the mural. They came from all walks of life. Rich and poor stood shoulder to shoulder. They were united in their hope for a brighter future. Elara stood before her city. She was both humbled and proud. Humbled by the task she had undertaken, proud of what she had accomplished. She looked out at the faces of her people. She saw hope flickering in their eyes. The elders spoke first. They praised Elara's skill and dedication. They thanked her for her gift to the city. They declared the mural a symbol of Ur's enduring spirit. Then Elara stepped forward. She addressed the crowd with a soft voice, but her words carried great weight. She spoke of hope. She spoke of resilience. She spoke of the power of the human spirit to overcome any challenge. Section 8. Unveiling the dream. A hush fell over the crowd. Elara reached out a hand. She pulled a rope. A large cloth that had concealed the mural fell away. The crowd gasped. The mural was even more breathtaking than they had imagined. It was a riot of color and life. It pulsed with energy. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the people of Ur. The crowd erupted in cheers. They were filled with a renewed sense of hope. Elara's mural had reminded them of their strength. It had given them the courage to face the future. For a moment, the drought was forgotten. The fear and despair that had gripped the city lifted. In its place was a sense of unity and purpose. Elara's mural had brought the people of Ur together. Section 9. Renewal and remembrance. The rains returned. The Euphrates swelled once more. Crops flourished in the fields. Life in Ur began anew. The city had survived. It had emerged from the drought stronger than ever. Elara's mural became a cherished landmark. It was a reminder of the dark days of the drought. It was also a symbol of the city's resilience. It inspired generations to come. People would come from far and wide to see the mural. They would stand before it in awe. They would tell their children and grandchildren the story of Elara, the potter, who had given her city hope. Time passed. The city of Ur prospered. New buildings were erected. New stories were written on the tapestry of time. But Elara's mural remained. It stood as a testament to the enduring power of hope and the human spirit. Section 10. Elara's legacy. Elara lived a long and happy life. She continued to create pottery until her hands could no longer mold the clay. She passed her skills and her stories on to generations of potters who followed in her footsteps. Elara's legacy lived on in the hearts of the people of Ur. She was remembered as a woman of courage, compassion, and creativity. She was a symbol of the power of one person to make a difference in the world. And so, the story of Elara, the potter of Ur, was passed down through generations. It became a tale whispered on the wind. It was a story of hope that transcended time. It reminded people that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit could overcome any challenge. Elara's story teaches us that we all have the power to make a difference. We all have a light within us, a light that can inspire others, a light that can illuminate the world. We just have to find the courage to let it shine.